And I did not answer because I did not know the answer. And my lord, if we go by the general rule that then delete all the answers, or those who were very confident and knew about the new rule.
Or her alternate argument, the first argument is that delete the entire question.
Yes.
The second alternate argument is that even if you allot question, don't give me any marks. He said I'm out on that question because I didn't attempt it. I didn't know. But give 4 marks only to those who gave option 4 is the correct answer. Because her argument is okay, I don't get anything in this. But by giving 4 marks to those who give option 2, you are actually increasing the number of people who got full marks. That is the area which is the alternate argument is something very important.
I'll try and answer.
And even they have changed the answer also subsequently.
And that is made very clear in the case of Ms. Isha's client, because there, it's unlike the first case, her client answers that question and answers correctly. So both these candidates will, if they are right, then the number of people above them will come down drastically.
What we have considered is this.
That's the point we have to consider. We hear you on this. That's the one point we have to consider.
But otherwise, my immediate answer is, we are not dealing with a situation where out of 2, one answer is wrong and one answer is.
So why did NTA eventually come to the conclusion that we will give full marks for option 2 also?
The reason is both were otherwise correct answers, the additions changed. So the confusion was logical.
Scientifically, biology not here. How can you say atoms, most elements of the atom are stable, and then also say all are stable? It will either be most.
What is the question?
My lord, I'll just read it out. My lord's question number 19 says.
We take it into the question on torque of understand it better.
My lord, it's actually in terms of English construction, it is very straightforward. Even though.
2 statements. Statement 1. Just read it.
Statement 1, my lord, says that
Mishra is very confident of this. Both of us don't have that confidence on this, but we'll see for the.
my lord, statement 1 says atoms are electrically neutral as they contain equal number of positive and negative charges. To this, there is no problem, my lords. This is fine. Statement 2 says atoms of
What is the
each
question?
element.
If you can read the question, please.
Question.
Oh,
That's the question.
That's the question. Okay.
Statement 2, atoms of each element are stable and emit their characteristic spectrum. Now, my lords, the interesting part is that as per the old NCRT, the answer is atoms of each element are stable and emit characteristic spectrum. As per the new NCRT, it says atoms of most of the elements are stable and emit characteristic spectrum. Now, if a student is looking at this and they know that the new one says most and the old one says each, it is not possible that both are correct. It can either be each or it can be most. Now,
I think scientifically, the radioactive elements are not stable.
Therefore, they have given correct answer also.
The answer key said option 4 is therefore the correct answer.
yes.
And
Your Lordship, this was edited, this new edition came into 2019 itself.
Yes.
That atoms of most.
Addition. I have understood the problem.
But students, Mr. Solicitor, students are expected to read the new edition or the old edition?
New edition. That's the rule.
That's the rule. No?
That's
Yes,
But
that's
if the student relies on an old edition, how can that
He is also, my lord, not to be faulted. That's
No, but your rule says that you have to read the latest edition. Right?
Yes. 20 says item.
So by giving marks to option 2, you are in that sense going against your own rule, which says you must read the latest edition.
it's a
let me examine this. I have understood, my lord, the
Look at it,
question. There
because
is
a lot
a
of students will be affected in the.
Lord, the 9 lakhs have given answer 4 to be correct.
Let's
See, those who have given 4 as correct are fine.
928 and
427.
4 lakh 20,000.
Just tell us, Mr. Solicitor, what are the figures?
Lord, only as per the old book, the candidates who have given answer is 4,20,773.
That is option 2.
Yes.
And option 4?
And new 9,28,379.
9,28,000.
379.
So if you take only option 4 as the correct answer, these 9,28,379 will get full marks for that question.
Which we've already.
So 4 lakh, these they have already got.
Internal
But 4,20,000 students will get
From the rank risk.
will get either
Negative.
0 or a negative mark.
Negative marking.
Minus.
They would get the negative mark.
5 marks difference.
That's why in
It will make a
totality,
difference of 5 marks.
5 marks.
So they will lose their 4 correct marks
And
they'll get one negative mark.
Your Lordship, what is surprising?
My lords, therefore, when we want to find an equitable solution. Sorry.
Lord, received, I'm sorry. No, we received representations from poor families that we used our siblings' book or we didn't have new editions, etc., etc.
Surprising is the older edition, which may have the newest edition 2019 already has that the most elements are stable and embed characteristic spectrum. But what is surprising is the old booklet, that is 2018 or backward, is not even available in the market, Your Lordship.
No, that is available. That,
I tried to find out what is the older version. From where will I get it? The books are not available. If a child is reading their older siblings' books, so I don't know when did they pass out.
The books are passed down, my lords. That's the reason, and most importantly, it's the reason that a lot of there may be sentences.
older versions are.
Older version.
I will not join issue. They have some case, my lord, we will examine.
Lordship, I am a student from EWS. And I have the
Obviously.
The problem is, suppose we accept their argument and we say that anybody who answered option 2 shouldn't get any marks. None of those students are here.
It's a problem.
My lords, we just say
it would reshuffle
5 marks. 5 marks, a very substantial difference.
4 plus 1.
Somebody who makes, because 44 out of 61 students,
And those
get
who have,
all those 44 students will not only go down from 720, they'll get from 720, they'll go some to 715.
yes.
and those who have not answered, not because they were brilliant, but because they were not answering, they would be benefited.
In the sense that those who answered
Then-
option 2 will go out of the phrase.
My lords, if
Then
we
it
were
may
to
be
do
related.
this equitably,
Both answer.
just to explain.
Mr. Solicitor, the way your answers are framed, answer 2 is both statement 1 and statement 2 are correct. Right? That means both are correct. 4 is statement 1 is correct, but statement 2 is incorrect. You couldn't have treated both as correct answers.
Yes, Your Lord.
One and
Very absurd.
Your Lord.
Both.
2 and 4. 2
Let
and
me,
4.
let me examine.
Your Lord.
Just examine. Because
And
you have to take either option 2 or option 4. How can we
Both
take
can't
the
be
first one?
true.
Both can't be. They can't survive. They can't exist.
prima facie, that appears.
they can't. My lords,
With my Lord's kind permission,
my,
But in item 3, my lord, it can vary from.
with my Lord's kind permission, may I beg to appear in item number 3.21?
One option is mutually exclusive.
Yes. One is saying yes, other is saying no. It is clear case of the ruling out. Sir.
Your Lordship, the provisional answer key had option 4 as the right answer.
Right.
It was only subsequent to the challenge by 13,000 odd students that the expert committee tend to change the answer.
Because of the older edition.
Yes, Your
it's by
The
deeming.
answer, the change is not because 2 is also correct.
No.
No.
But because 2 was what was shown in an older edition.
Yes.
May be correct also. We do not know, my lord. Right now, I can't say, my lord.
Your Lordship.
My lord,
It's
science.
technically, my lord,
Yeah.
it's not our subject. Maybe it is correct. It may be.
The experts.
Yes. Do we have the report of the expert also?
Mr. Solicitor, did the experts say that actually 2 is the correct answer?
I have not seen. I must.
What they said.
Initially, first answer key has shown option 2 only correct, sir. It is the difference of the question number. And later on, 2 options of the revisions.
All right, now
My
you have
lord.
heard everybody on this.
There is one. There is
Have
one.
the
Meghalaya.
expert coming.
Let's see the expert.
Milord, there is one issue of Meghalaya students where 2 centers, the papers were wrongly distributed. And then by the time the right question papers were distributed, around 40 to 1 hour time was lost. Now, in their written submission, the NTA says at 17 July written submission at page 21, paras 21, Milord, they say that factual reports from city coordinators of Joy and Riboi, which are in Meghalaya, have established that loss of time was compensated for all appearing candidates. But this is incorrect because in my case, these students have come up, they made representation that loss of time was there.
Just one
And
second. One second.
3.34, Lord. I'll just.
Lord, separately considered. But I'll examine.
My lord, I'm at serial number 2.3.
Milord,
Sawal. Okay.
speaking.
Both answers cannot be correct. As a layman, let me.
No, the statement 2 can't be correct because the radioactive element is not stable.
Yes, Your Lordship.
So the answer, correct answer would have to be 4.
And he submitted it 3.
Yes, yes.
Varying from paper to
So
paper.
possibly the earlier books mentioned a wrong answer.
They mentioned the wrong answer.
That's.
And it can't be that both answers are treated as correct because there is an internal inconsistency between option 2 and option 3. One can't survive with the other.
Exactly. That's
Both
what I
can
say.
survive together.
That as a layman, I feel both can't coexist. Both can't be true.
You see, normally you take 2 options as correct, where possibly both options are the correct answer. Now, in a situation like this, there is obviously an internal inconsistency between option 2 and 4. Both can't survive together. That's the problem. But I'll tell you what is worrying us also. I mean, that now 4,20,000 students have got the benefit of what you have done.
And based upon the book printed and continued to remain
There
printed,
you don't have much of a case because your rules say that when you have to go by the
there is
Yes, sir. Yes, Your Lordship.
I think there is no such rule, my lord. I am told, subject to verification.
we just check
There is
that
no
out. You
such-
can also sit with the officers in the evening and
Yes,
tell us.
I will.
Manoj, I appeared in 3.30.
In
I have
3.34, my lord, in the,
To make a short submission.
where the writ petition was
That's
filed
not
by
the
the
issue.
students,
3.3.
3.34, my lord, if my lord may kindly have. The students of Jovai and Riboi,
So you got the wrong question paper.
wrong question paper, then they were, right question papers were circulated, which resulted in a time lag of
But
40
according to the NTA, loss of time was compensated, no?
Lord, that is what I wanted to show. We were not given any compensatory marks, nor we were permitted to appear in the re-examination which was conducted for 1,563 students. And if my lord may kindly have my additional documents, IA number 133878 of 2020.
Said,
Lord,
Mr.
Lord,
Solicitor,
Manoj,
this is a
sir.
slightly different case. You can take instructions.
Manoj, I am 3.20.
3.34, my learned solicitor.
Manoj, I am.
I am appearing 3.3
Manoj,
and 3.16.
I want to show two pages just Manoj.
Now, what is your grievance?
It is regarding Manoj that we say that a renate should be happen Manoj.
Sorry?
A retest should be happen Manoj. Grievances that Manoj.
On what?
On Manoj, I have 2 pages Manoj.
Now,
My IA.
all,
They are-
tell us how many lawyers are asserting a retest should be happening now? No, apart from those who have argued.
Alhamdulillah.
So, those who are saying a retest should be happening, give us a 1-page, half-page written submission on why the retest should happen.
Yes, ma'am.
Email it to the court master by this evening. All right. Those who are saying a retest should happen, not those who have argued in the court, right? Those who have argued in the court, you need not submit your written submissions. Those who additionally want to supplement half a page, you can give us.
Just one. There is one.
I say one thing more.
Manoj.
All right.
There is one graph.
With my lord's kind permission, I'm in 3.21.
There is one graph I want to show Manoj.
So what graph?
The graph of the students, comparative graph of what was the test results, Manoj, between 2023 and 2024. There is a graph which, Manoj, the graph earlier was that it achieves a peak and it dies down, Manoj.
Right.
Now it is not like that. It is like it is achieving a peak, then it is going like this, Manoj.
Right.
Then coming to
That he showed. Your
yes.
friend showed.
And then, Manoj, there is one also secondary argument, Manoj. There was a news report which says there was CCTV missing, CCTVs which were there, which should be there, were missing. There were unguarded strong rooms, and which was found in an independent review of this, Manoj, by a third party, Manoj. So what was happened, Manoj? It is like 40% of the exam centers. There were no CCTVs. There were no guard
What
at the
point has been made? All right,
I was-
we now follow
But
the-
Lordship, permit me to mention something
Third
more,
party
something
review,
more than
Malad.
this.
Why don't you mention it in your written submission in half a page?
Lordship, today morning itself, I received some documents from my client. I did not file anything, but this is something more than that. I appeared in the examination. As per the matching of the answer sheet sent by the NTA, I obtained 561 marks. When NTA sent a result to me, then I obtained only 353 marks. When, as per my Lord's order, they uploaded the entire result, I obtained 461 marks. That is much more than that, my lord.
Matter.
No, it is not listed, my lord, because today itself I received all these things. So please, my lord, I have this, my lord.
Sir,
I
you
have
have not
this,
even
my
filed
lord.
the
What's
matter.
missing?
It's only today morning.
You have not even filed the matter. What do we take cognizance?
I could not file because itself
File
today
that.
morning I received all
Sir,
these
if you
things.
file something, we'll then deal with it. We can't just take up matters like this.
These are 3-4 papers, lordship, if may see.
Look, anybody who has
And I belongs to a OBC candidate, my lord.
anybody who has individual grievances, you may communicate your grievances. What we'll do is we are hearing the broader issue here. Any individual grievances we'll dealing and we'll hear that separately, you know.
Miller's 3.15.
One prayer is left out in item number 3.16. I have prayed, first prayer is re-need. Alternate prayer is, my lordship's forensic background check of the successful candidate.
All right, that will.
Miller's 3.25 is little different
lot of
because we are
difficulties
saying that
in
the
examination.
re-need should not happen.
Sorry?
This is for a group of students from Maharashtra, Miller's 3.25.
And you are saying there should be no retest.
No re-need. Yes,
So
Miller's.
you have to be on this side.
Yes, yes.
So what is your argument with the way as to
The main argument is that this will create severe hardship to the students' hard work who have put in this effort not only since 8th till 12th, which is almost 4 to 5 years. Many students have also taken drop and prepared for this examination. And also, my lords, if we see the timeline, the process of registration started on 9th of Feb. The exam happened in May. The results came in June. So this will also entail them to again come back to this entire timeline and again draw back their procedure. So, my lords, we have certain submissions on that no re-need will be huge hardship for the students.
How many students are in the same boat as Ms. Tanvi Dubey, who said there should be no retest? Or let me have. Anyway,
Milord, I want to say one thing, Milord, in my matter, Milord.
That's the point.
I say, Milord, I have not attempted the question for the reason, Milord, because there was double answer, Milord. So because of, Milord, apprehensions of negative marking, I have not attempted, Milord. So I have filed an IA to that effect, Milord.
Virendra Kumar Sharma,
Please, my lord.
what is your contention?
My contention is, Milord, I have not attempted the questions, Milord, for the reason because there were two
Question
and
19.
I may get negative marking, Milord.
Question 19.
Yes, my lord.
Then that's same as your learned friend Ms. Sukriti
So-
Chaudhary who didn't answer the question.
So I say, Milord, full marks is to be given, though I have not attempted because of the apprehension, Milord.
That you have heard already. You have heard
This
already.
total.
My lord,
And there is one more IA, Milord. There are two IA, Milord.
Sharma, what is your client's total mark?
Sorry, Milord.
How many marks did your client get totally?
Milord, total marks, Milord, I got, Milord, 654, Milord.
6?
654, Milord. 6.
So you will get 658.
Yes, man.
my lords, in item 3.21, may I be permitted to say?
And one more application,
Later,
Milord,
Mrs.
one more
Gupta,
application.
Senior advocate, she is online where she's trying to make a submission. The issue is slightly
Yes,
different.
yes, Ms. Gupta.
My lords, my case is a standalone matter. I am seeking retest and parity with the 1563 students who've been permitted retest due to lack of loss of time. I suffer from hypohidrosis, which is extreme sweating of palms and sole. I was not permitted to take the handkerchief despite the fact it is not a banned item. Even in my OMR sheet, I could not fill my roll number properly. Lordship may kindly have page 41 of the PDF.
It will be a complete retest.
Yes, Matlab, because I lost my time in that very, because my OMR sheet, my roll number was wrongly mentioned. And then they put the white fluid, and then every time the video will show that I was not permitted. When I make a representation, they don't decide it. This code directs, and they say there was no ban on getting the handkerchief, but still I was not permitted. I was carrying my medical certificate. Because of that excessive sweating, my bubbling was pen was moving because of the sweating. I couldn't do proper bubbling.
All right.
It's a
Thank you.
totally standalone case.
All right. So now we close the arguments on this side.
Deeply obliged.
May I mention item 3.24?
Lordship, may I mention filed IA regarding that question only?
Completely different aspect.
May I mention one IA regarding that question only, that has come in the office report only, listed for today also, but it was not in the call list. My IA may also be considered on the similar lines.
Item 3.34.
Lord, can I mention?
Lord, may I mention item 3.24?
In item 3.3.
By the way, item 1, I am saying NTA officials are involved.
Let's,
Lord,
No?
Lord, may I? May I have kind permission to mention item 3.24, my lord? Please.
One, I am submitting and the NTA. Item 1. By the way, item 1 is a completely different.
Possible option which we have for that question 19 is that we can appoint, you just take instructions, we can appoint right now, we can ask the director IIT Delhi to appoint a board of experts. They'll take 5 minutes to give us a correct answer, right? And from the Department of Chemistry. And by tomorrow evening, they can tell us which is the correct answer.
Lords, may I respond 10:30 tomorrow? Let me just examine it, if there is a possible solution. Otherwise, my lords,
But that direction would imply that my argument for NEET is gone.
No, that is without prejudice to your this is on this argument which these people are making. We are considering that. We are going to hear arguments on the other side. Otherwise, what happens is, after we decide that, then again to do this exercise will be too long. So simultaneously, we can do both.
but I can leave it to your lordships. But I can otherwise respond at 10:30 minutes.
Was there a will you just put it up?
Stealing the channel.
That's what I said.
But it may not, I'm suggesting, I will either way no difficulty. Instead of a committee, it can even be a one person. That's all. This is not something great.
Minutes
for an expert, it can't take one.
Question number 19. At the NEET. The following question, we will not give the number.
Yes,
because it could change one.
Only question.
Own items in physics, sir.
Question, yeah.
Q3.
Questions.
Q3.
One of the questions at the NEET UG 2024 examination read as follows. Colon.
PDF page.
They have the.
Item number 4.
In item 4, it's the question is at page 22, if that assists my.
Page 33, yeah, page 33. Page 33.
You'll have to give the number of the matter so that.
Page 23, my lord.
This is page 23.
Yes.
Huh?
And the question is at page 24.
Yeah, printed page 23.
Yes.
We're not sure what they have done. Yes. In order to resolve the issue, as indicated above, four options were indicated in the question as framed, of which students had to select one option as their answer. Full stop. In order to resolve the issue as regards the correct answer to the above question, we are of the considered view that an expert opinion should be sought from IIT Delhi. Stop. We request the director of IIT Delhi to constitute.
Any senior professor of the subject, no? I think it's physics paper.
Physics. Which also have interrelations to
Director at IIT Delhi to constitute a team of, let there be a team of 3 experts. Because a team of 3 experts who would be in a position, who may, of the subject concerned, to stop. The expert team constituted by the director is requested to formulate its opinion on the correct option for the above question and to remit its opinion to the registrar, to the Secretary General of this court, preferably by 12 noon on
23rd.
The Registrar General is requested to communicate a copy of this order to the Director IIT Delhi so that expeditious action.
Today itself.
So that expeditious action can be taken. Expeditious steps for the preparation of the opinion and be taken as stated above.
Let's also add that this was without prejudice to the contentions of the other side. Otherwise, it will be deemed to mean.
Yes. But we need not tell IIT Delhi that it is without prejudice.
In the order, man. In the order.
Look, let's not confuse the academic experts by all these linguistic excursions without prejudice. This is an understanding. We have told Mr. Huda that for us it's without prejudice.
Shall we place
if we decide a retest for the entire nation, then this
goes.
But instead of deciding that first, then making a reference, we do it simultaneously.
Shall we place our report before them if they need any?
No, let them. That's why we have not even said, what happened, etc. Because then they'll get confused on what exactly. Let them give us that one correct answer.
Can I mention minutes? We have filed 6 intervention application in 369 petition number. That may be allowed and we may be permitted to file a short solution.
Yes.
Grateful.
Grateful, my lord.
They have published the result. In the order, my lord said that the roll number may be edited, may be concealed, masked. Rest entire data should be given. They have not given all India rank of all the students. All India rank would not have disclosed identity, 1. 2, they have not given the seriatim because of the examination center. We would have been able to find out from one room how many plus 700, how many.
They have given center-wise and
they have given
city-wise.
center-wise, city-wise. They have not given, because that was a seriatim is missing. I'm not making fuss on it. I'm just bringing it to my lord's kind notice that they have withheld all India rank, and they have withheld serial number of the examination center. They have given 5,000 PDFs in the name of a data declaring result. Anyhow, my lord, we have tried to analyze it. What I find, my lord, the last point, my lord, when I demonstrated before this honorable court that the question paper was being ferried in an e-rickshaw, there was an objection taken that it was only OMR and not the question paper. This was the response. I verified it, my lord. There is a testing booklet which each student get in the examination hall.
Question paper was ferried in an e-rickshaw, no doubt about it. That photograph,
Yes.
according to them, is not of the question paper but of the OMR sheet. But the fact that the question paper was ferried in the e-rickshaw is also now is an established fact. No difference.
But because
At one center.
Correct.
But the photograph which was claimed to be a photograph of the test
That's right.
paper is not of the test paper, but the OMR. That's a little nuance, that's all.
But the only thing I want to point out, this e-rickshaw, because as per the news item, and there is an arrest of the principal of this Oasis school, the investigation.
Buddha, let's not go into this.
That's right. I'm not going into. I'm just tying up.
We will deal with when we look at what steps should be taken for the future.
Correct.
Let's now concentrate on the heart of the matter.
Perfect.
We have given you an opportunity to.
I'm so grateful, my lord, and we have been able to.
What emerges from the center-wise and the
That's
city-wise data.
Yes, Lord. I'm straight away coming to that.
Yes.
Lord, basically, I have basically now threefold submissions.
Have you prepared a note or something which will?
Lord, we have submitted a second supplementary note.
That's on the basis of the data, right?
That's on the basis of data and my subsequent points.
Well, let's just.
But, my lord, allow me, my lord, without referring to that note, my lord, allow me to sum it up first. In two parts. One is the leak part, and the other is the dominant argument, my lord, even more dominant than the leak part, which they say is a breach, is that their manner of conducting the entire examination is so brittle that it does not inspire confidence at all. At every stage, there is a breach, and there is a possibility of breach. That is the second limb of my argument. But summing up on my first limb, that it is a case of a paper leak. I just say, my lord, they admit paper leak. They admit the dissemination happened on WhatsApp. I'm just going by their admission. Now the Bihar police material collected report is before this honorable court. I'm sure 161 statement which we have placed on record are the same, which indicate Bihar police's case, because any police recording 161 statement and indicating that the paper was sold and the students were made to learn those answers was 4th of May, not 5th of May. So this is what the Bihar police investigation, which I am banking upon to say that leak is not happening on 5th of May morning as is being suggested. But the leak is happening prior to the deposit of question papers with the respective banks.
Yes.
So my submission is leak is prior to going the question paper before to the bank, that is 3rd or prior to 3rd. And their suggestion that it happened on 5th morning is hard to believe and contrary to the investigation report of Bihar police. And lastly, this is the handiwork of a gang which has been indulging into paper leak even previously. This Sanjeev Mukhia and the other gangs which have not even been arrested despite all this thing. So it is not some peon went into the question paper room and sneaked one paper out or had a click and it was a locally done for 4, 5, 10 students. No. Handiwork of a gang. My lord, specific order to the Bihar police was placed before us, all material collected, meaning thereby all statements, all recovery of documents, case diary, and then the report.
So that we will track it. We have the record here. So
Yes, my lord. I will very quickly do this, my lord. This was 161 statement we had filed.
First note material.
In the first note, my lord, yes, I will. Yes, my lord. My lord, first statement is Anurag Yadav.
113 of the Bihar compilation.
It says 4th of May. And then Nitesh Kumar.
Statement is that?
Anurag Yadav, my lord.
Anurag Yadav.
Yes, ma'am. This is the first statement, Anurag Yadav, son of Sanjeev Kumar.
You should tell us Anurag Yadav.
That's right.
Anybody else apart from Anurag
My
Yadav?
lord, there are 4 people. There are 4 statements. If I can invite my lord's kind attention.
Anurag Yadav का statement क्या है?
Anurag Yadav. Then, my lord, the next is Nitish Kumar.
1 second.
Nitish Kumar, son of late Siaram Prasad.
1 second. ये देखा था ना व्हाट्सएप करने पे just help us which is that page in the compilation of Nitish Kumar's statement because they don't have the case diary that's why.
Yes, I'll just. Nitish.
If I can give the other name in the meantime, Amit Anand and Sikandar Prasad.
1 second. Amit Anand
and Sikandar Prasad.
and Sikandar Prasad.
That's right.
Sikandar Prasad.
These 161 statement indicate that the leak is much prior to the examination.
1 second, we are just going through those statements.
Please.
Page 134.
One is that who is this? Is Anurag Yadav, is it?
Yes. And Amit Anand is 132.
132.
Yes. 131 is my mistake, Madam. Anurag Yadav we are finding out. 132 is Amit Anand, Madam. And relevant, the lordships may go through the entire.
Amit है क्या आपके पास? Mr. Solicitor is Abhyukt Sikandar Prasad.
Yes, that's my mistake, my lord. I'm just trying to find
131
out.
is
Next is, my lord, 132 is Amit Anand. I'm finding out, my lord, the
130. Sikandar Prasad का देख लो पहले कुछ है क्या?
I have it. At 133 bottom, possibly your lordships will get the relevant part of Amit Anand. 132 is Amit Anand.
Yes.
Amit Anand, my lord, is a middleman. Just to give the context so that your lordships can read the paper, my lord, read the statement in the context. But please see 133 at the bottom, some 10th line. उसे आप परीक्षा में पास करा दीजिए, your lordship gets, my lord?
Yeah.
He was collecting the students on the night of 4th so that he gets the papers on 5th, which is coming in Nitish Kumar's statement. Nitish Kumar was at the place where he received the paper in the morning and students were asked to memorize. 134 is Nitish.
Just see page 88, which is Amit
88,
Anand's first statement.
88, my lord?
88.
Yes, my lord.
And then see page 89, about the last 10-15 lines, is beach. Got that? Is beach. 89, about say 12 lines on the bottom.
Yes, Malord.
इसी बीच, last 3 words in that sentence, on that line, इसी बीच, नीट का परीक्षा आ गया था, सिकंदर स्वयंसो बताया कि चारों लड़कों को कब बुलाएं?
Possibly, this is the FIR, not the statement.
Right. तो मैंने बताया
संक्षिप्त वर्तमान अपराध की विस्तृत
विवरण statement. This is Amit Anand's statement. Yet para
Amit Anand, yes, Lord.
तो मैंने बताया कि 4-5 के रात्रि में बुलाई है,
Yes, Lord.
जहां पर सिकंदर के द्वारा सभी चारों लड़कों को नीट परीक्षा का प्रश्न पत्र लीक करवाकर सभी बच्चों को उत्तर के साथ पढ़वाया एवं रटवाया जा रहा है।
रात्रि में बुलाइए, नहीं, रात्रि में बुलाइए, कॉल देम। इसी बीच नीट का परीक्षा आ गया था, सिकंदर यादवेंद्र द्वारा बताया गया कि चारों लड़का को कल बुलाए।
नमस्कार बच्चों, मैं MK सिंह सर, रैंकर्स कोटा क्लासेस और कंसल्टेंसी से। आज दिन भर पूरा प्रकरण चलता रहा और फाइनल स्टेज ये हुआ कि जो भी आज चर्चा में विषय रहा उस पर एक वीडियोस है, फाइनल वीडियोस लेकर के हम आएंगे 9 से 10 के बीच में, और पूरा जो आगे की जो संभावनाएं हैं उस पर क्या हो सकता